Hi, I'm Cindi Hane, Vice President of Logistics Products for Elemica. I've been doing a lot of work lately to help our customers quantify the value of using a supply chain operating network for their logistics processes. And I'd like to share with you what I've found out. I've considered logistics cost in three categories. You have freight costs, you have labor costs, and you have order-to-cash cycle costs. Yes, I have quantified the value of improving your order-to-cash cycle. It's actually not so hard, and I'll show you how I did it in a minute. So let's see how the savings stack up.
The data used in our analysis was a combination of averages taken from Elemica's supply chain operating network and public sources. Let me give you some details. We considered an environment with about 90,000 shipments per year, and we used conservative costs for salary and benefits for administrative labor. This would be things such as your traffic office personnel. We considered process industry average for sales volume per shipment, which we derived from looking at our own data in the supply chain operating network of Elemica. We also used public information to estimate interest rate, days of inventory, receivable turnover, and cost of goods sold. There were other assumptions required for the analysis, things like freight cost and invoice figures, which we also pulled from the Elemica supply chain operating network or from customer interviews. A few caveats about the data. It is mostly skewed towards full truckload, but it is an even mix between European and North American shipments. Our value calculator allocates total savings back to the transactional level, so in our case, savings per shipment. So looking again at the three areas for logistics cost savings, we have labor. Labor savings can be derived from automating the booking and the payment process, as well as improving the productivity of the team that does the tracking and execution for providing status information to your customers. In our analysis, this equates to about $31 per shipment. Freight costs represent the largest portion of logistics costs and therefore the largest opportunity for savings. We have found that there are many opportunities in the negotiation process and that you can also quantify things such as eliminating errors that cause canceled and missed shipments and by increasing control over the accessorial costs. Through those improvements, we estimate that you can save $171 per shipment. And lastly, cash-to-cash cycle improvements. This comes from reducing disputes due to having accurate shipment delivery information, as well as having better data synchronization between you and your third-party storage partners. Through our analysis, we estimate that you can save another $38 per shipment through cash-to-cash cycle improvements. This totals $240 savings per shipment. Certainly not insignificant, especially when you look at a volume of shipments that we looked at in our analysis. So again, here are the data assumptions that we use. Take a look at these and see how they compare to your environment. We would welcome the opportunity to discuss your particular case and plug in the numbers that best describe your logistics environment. So to recap, you can achieve some significant savings by implementing Elemica's supply chain operating network for logistics management processes. Savings come from reducing your labor, lowering your freight costs, and improving your cash-to-cash cycle.
So you see in my example here, I'm demonstrating a savings of approximately $250 per shipment from using a supply chain operating network for your shipment transactions. Your environment's likely different. We'd love the opportunity to talk to you about that and help you assess what you could save by using Elemica's supply chain operating network for logistics.